Hello and welcome to today's class. My name is Christine and I'm the founder of Freedom Physio. Today's class we're going to be focusing on optimizing your core, really working through the abdominals, and we're going to focus on some glute stabilizing muscles as well. Okay, so you're not going to need any props for today's class, so just yourself on the mat. But if you do like to have a pillow nearby, just to place under the knees or put behind your head, then it's always a great idea just to have one close by. We're going to be spending some time on our wrists, so if you're still building up your wrist endurance, take as many breaks as you need, listen to them, but come back because they tend to recover quite quickly. So get yourself set up, and I will see you on the mat in a second. Let's do this. Okay, so in the ideal scenario, you would just be mostly listening to my voice. And when you're a little bit confused about the movements, then you look at the screen. But other times, just try and listen as much as possible. Okay, so we're lying down on our back with our feet parallel, hip width distance, heels touching the floor, toes touching the floor. You're going to take both hands onto your tummy with your middle fingers resting and meeting one another over your belly button. Okay? So you've got your left hand on your left part of your tummy and the right hand on your right part of your tummy. Now, close your eyes and take a few moments to check in with your spinal posture. So what I want you to look at for me and feel is the space behind your neck. Okay? I want you to make sure that that space is as long as possible. So go ahead and try and give yourself a little teeny tiny double chin, bringing your chin closer towards the throat. Take a big inhale for me, and as you exhale, I want you to melt the back of your shoulders into the ground. So get as much contact with the back of your shoulders into the floor as possible. That should have the knock-on effect of broadening your collarbones. So your collarbones are really broad. See if you can encourage a little bit more of that. It's as if the left collarbone was reaching towards the left side of the room and the right collarbone reaching towards the right. Take another big inhale in for me. And as you exhale, draw your rib cage down as if it was melting like a puddle of ice cream into the floor. So the rib cage is closed into the ground. From here, we're going to try and find our neutral spine. But when we talk about neutral spine, we're mostly referring to the lower back. I want my lower back to not be arched and not be rounded. It must be kind of like the Goldilocks of spinal positioning, just in the middle of those two extremes. So we're going to inhale and arch into our lower back gently just to feel that extreme. And then you can exhale, tuck and round into your lower back, squashing it into the ground behind you, feeling that extreme. Do one more of the two extremes. So it's an inhale to arch into the lower back. An exhale to round and squish your lower back into the floor. And then try and find a happy medium between those two extremes, your neutral. You should find in your neutral spine that your belly button could draw a perfect straight line down to the mound of your pubic bone. Okay, so once you've got all of those things for me, we're going to start to focus on optimizing our breathing to get our core to work really well. So as you take a breath in, I want you to try and fill your tummy 360 degrees. So that means up towards the sky, out towards the sides, and back into the ground behind you. So you are now a balloon. Take a big inhale, 360-degree fold. Feel the ground behind you and notice if you're gripping into the muscles of your lower back. Try and relax into them. And exhale really slow. Take 4 more rounds of breath like this. I just want to take a look at you. Good. Ideally, we're breathing in through the nose. And as we exhale, it's almost as if we're exhaling out into a straw. So it's a slow, controlled exhale. You could even go and make a shh sound. Good. Looking great. Start to tune into your body even more now. I need you to figure out if the left and the right sides of your tummy are lifting to the same height. So do you feel the left side of your abdomen and the right side of your abdomen filling the same? Often you'll feel one side expands more than the other. Try to notice here. Does one side expand the same as the other side on your inhale? If you found something, just keep it in the back of your mind. Now start to notice if both sides of your tummy deflate at an equal rate. So is one deflating really quickly like a balloon that's just been let go? Or are they both able to deflate at that equal rate? Take 3 more breaths, trying to equalize the inhales and equalize the rate of exhale. You've got 2 more breaths here. So what we're doing is we're training our abdominals to expand equally and to deflate at a controlled pace. It's really great for core optimization. Last big breath. Focus on equal inhale. Focus on slow, controlled, equal exhale. Beautiful job, guys. From here, we're going to slowly hug our knees in towards our chest, allowing the lower back to round into the floor, and just take a couple rocks from side to side. Thinking about massaging the back of the pelvis. Just rock from side to side. You can open your eyes. Very nice. Now bring your legs to center and hug your forehead up towards your kneecaps. You're turning into a tiny little ball. Squeeze yourself tight into that ball. And we're going to roll ourselves up into standing. Nice. All right. So in standing, we're going to straight away come into a little lunge position. I don't want you to go into a max lunge. The purpose of this isn't leg work. We're still optimizing our core. So you can mirror me and take your right leg out in front. Doesn't really matter. Well, actually it does, because this can be quite confusing. So take your right leg out in front. Good. Perfect. Lengthen your tailbone down to the space, literally, if you could imagine the space between your 2 legs. Tailbone is lengthened down. Very nice. From here, take your hands behind your head, bending into your back knee. Good. We're going to come down into a little crunch. You're going to flex forward into your torso. All right, now this can get a little bit wobbly. From your forward flexion into your torso, you're going to side bend over to your right. Good. You should start to feel a stretch over the left side. Reach that left elbow up towards the sky. Open, open, open. Yes. Good. Now from here, something very interesting is just about to happen behind your right foot. So you're going to rotate towards the floor, chest towards the floor, rotate. Good. Hold. And then come out of your rotation, back into the side bend briefly. Good. Come back to center. Nice. Let's do that 2 more times to that side. Flex, crunch, side bend. Good. Big stretch. Reach the elbow up. Good. And rotate towards the ground. Very nice. Come back into the side bend. Out of the side bend. Good. Now we're going to take it the opposite direction. Stay in that lunge. Good. Very nice. Hold. Rotate up towards the sky. Take a really big inhale into the right side of your body. Good. Come back into your side bend. Good. We side bend the other way. Nice. Rotate towards the ground. Take an inhale. And then the biggest exhale you can muster. Draw the belly to the spine. 1 more time through that full range. Come out of the rotation. Into the side bend. Good. Side bend the opposite way. Good. Rotate to the sky. Biggest inhale you can take. Come back to center. And step out of it. Well done. Great job. Other side. So this stuff is really, it can seem really strange, but what we're doing is we're taking our obliques into their maximally lengthened position, and then we're taking our obliques into their maximally shortened position. Kind of like warming up a squash ball before we go into our real ab work. Okay. Lunging into the opposite leg. Take your hands behind your head. Good. Press your skull back gently in towards your hand and just keep the chin tucked so you don't end up hyperextending through the neck. Okay. And we're going to side bend towards the left. Very nice. Pause. Reach the elbow up towards the sky. And then we're going to rotate. I forgot the flexion moment, but anyway. Pause for a moment here and reach the elbows wide. Good. Come back into the side bend. Very nice. And then back up to center. Good. Starting with flexion. I forgot that the last time. So flex first. Side bend. Good. Rotate. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Good. Come out of the rotation, side bend. Come back through center. We're going to go into the side bend the opposite way. Good. Pause. Reach that elbow to the sky. And then rotate up, 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 up. Good. Inhale. Very nice. Come out of the rotation, back to side bend. And we take it the opposite way. Good. This can be really confusing, but you're doing great. The legs can get tired as well. So we side bend, rotate, exhale. Come back into the side bend. Side bend the opposite way. Good. Transition. Well done. Pause and rotate to the sky. Inhale here for me into that left side. Good. And then slowly come out of it. Well done. Great job. So a little bit of a mind bender, but now we're going to actually use what we've just kind of opened up in our core to really fire up the abs. Okay, so we're lying back down again on our back. And let's find that neutral spine that we found at the beginning of class. So neck long, chin tucked, pelvis in a nice and neutral position. Hands relax alongside your body, palms facing up, collarbones broad and wide. Okay, inhale for me. And as you exhale, draw your rib cage down into the floor and draw your belly to spine. Feel the core engage. Take one leg up into tabletop position and then the other leg up as well. Nice. So true tabletop is a little bit of a beast. You want to have those knees directly above the hip joints. Do not let your lower back change. Okay, inhale. Inhale into the floor. And as you exhale, tap your left foot slowly down to the ground. It's a feathers tap, and then straight the way back up. And then swap to the right. Inhaling into the ground, exhaling to move. As you inhale, just make sure that your rib cage doesn't start to flare. Okay, so we're keeping the ribs drawing down, we're keeping the back of the neck long, and you're going to go for 10 more reps. Good, 9. Let's just take a look. Good. 8. Good, we're hinging at the hip. So the angle between the knee, angle at the knee does not change. The hip hinges down and up. Good. You've got 5. And 4. Point through the toes. Good. 3. And 2. And 1. Very nice. Take your feet down to the ground. Take your hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers super strongly and take your elbows into your peripheral vision so you can see them out the corners of your eyes. Inhale for me. As you exhale, crunch forward into flexion. Yep. Hold it there. Bring your left leg into tabletop. Take your right elbow in towards that left knee. Good. And then come all the way down to the ground, placing the foot down, lowering the head down. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, come forward into flexion. Right leg to tabletop, left elbow towards right knee. And then slowly control it down. Keep going. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up and twist. Nice. Slowly taking it down. So what I'd love for you to try and kind of manage here is that your exhalation is going to determine how long you stay up there for. So you want to get rid of all of the air on that exhale before you start to come down and inhale again. If the breathing is like just messing with your mind, then don't even worry about it, you know? But if you can, try and get rid of that stale air as you twist and hold your flexion. Good. Say for about 4 more here. Start to notice the rotational movement, the flexion movement that we did in standing. Last 2. Good. And last time. Lift. And take it down. Relax your head down. Take your hands alongside your body. Find your neutral spine again. So the collarbones broad, chin tucked, ribs down, lower back neutral. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the legs back into tabletop. One leg up, other leg up. Good. Find your lower abdominals here for me, guys, and just think about drawing them in towards the floor a little bit more. Okay, so lower abs are involved here as well. Inhale. And as you exhale, stretch your left leg as far forward as you can, as if someone was literally trying to pull that hip out of its socket. Engage all the muscles in your left leg. So squeeze the kneecap up, point the toes, and then bring the leg back in. Good. Other leg reaches long. Good. And in. That looks awesome. So again, the idea is to kind of hold that moment of intensity for the duration of your exhale. And then when you inhale, you then bring the leg back in. Let's go for about 6, but you're welcome to go at your own pace here. And in. Good. And 5. Looks awesome. And in. And 4. And in. Should be a nice little burn starting to happen in the tummy. 3. And in. And 2. And in. and one, and in, and then place the feet down. Take the hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. Well done. Okay, so this time we're keeping the legs on the ground. We're just going to be moving the torso. It's weirdly difficult. Try and keep your shoulder blades as light as possible for this one, okay? So it's going to be an inhale to prepare. The exhale is going to power us up into a crunch. Okay, pause at the top of the crunch. Try and get your shoulder blades off of the mat here. And you're going to just rotate to the left. As you rotate, I want you to try and isolate this movement into your rib cage. So hold your rotation for me. Does your left hip feel heavier on the ground? If your answer is yes, try and even out the weight in your pelvis. Those knees should not be leaning to the left. Knees up to the sky. Yes, more on that left leg there. Good, up to the sky, up to the sky. And then bring yourself back to center and lower it all the way down. We're going to go the other way. Inhale. Exhale, come into flexion first. So first the crunch. Get as light onto the shoulder blades as possible. Even try and get them off the ground. Then rotate to your right. As you do this, push your left butt cheek into the floor. Bring yourself back to center and slowly come down. This should be like slow torture. Let's go for maybe 3 more on each side. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhaling to come up. Rotate to the left. Pause. Good. Push your right butt cheek into the ground here. Nice. Bring it back to center and lower down. Inhale. Exhale, flexion first. Rotate to your right. Press your left hip, butt cheek into the ground and try and get that right shoulder blade light off the ground. Bring it back to center and lower down. 1 more on each side. This should be brutal. Inhale. Exhale to power you into flexion. Rotate to the left. Keep that left shoulder blade super light. Press your right butt cheek into the floor. Good. Bring it back to center and slowly take it down. Last time to the right we go. Just watch that your knees don't counterbalance you. Okay, keep those knees laser beaming straight up. Inhale. Exhale, flexion first. Rotate to your right. Press your left butt cheek into the floor. Inhale again. And exhale takes you down. Amazing. Great job. Stretch those arms back. Stretch the legs long. Nice, Julie. You read my mind. Just to stretch out those abs. Reach yourself long. Take a 3-dimensional breath in here. So filling the front, the sides, and the back. Take 2 more breaths. Feeling that equal expansion through the left and the right sides as you breathe. And last breath. Very well done. Okay, bend those knees again for me, and we're going to cross. Let's cross our left ankle over our right knee here. So left ankle's going to cross over right knee. Okay, so this is your kind of figure 4 position. Brief stretch here. You're going to reach to the back of your right thigh, interlock your fingers and hold. Activate into your feet for me. So we've got ideally a flexed foot, so the feet aren't just like super relaxed. And reach your tailbone back into the floor. So it's almost like you're aiming for a little mini arch into the lower back here. And again, breathing 360 degrees into the tummy. Very nice. If you've got quite a good range in your hips, you could interlock the fingers at the front. I think, yeah, nice. Most of you can get there. Well done. And the head relaxes on the ground. Take 2 more breaths here. You can really feel yourself breathe into the floor. Very well done. Now take your hands to the back of that right thigh again. So if they were at the front by the knee, take your hands to the back and see if you can slowly start to straighten out that right leg. So as much as you're able for today. Okay? All right, now hold that position using the power of your legs. See if you can remove your hands from the equation and reach your hands up towards the sky, kind of like a dead bug situation. Nice. Well done. We're going to come into a crunch here. So you're actually going to try and exhale to lift your torso up towards your legs. Yep. And then inhale, lower yourself down. Exhale, lift up towards your legs. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, crunch. If your lower back likes to round here, that's totally fine. So I don't mind you coming into global flexion of the spine. So you could think a little bit of pubic bone to navel here, a little bit of a lift of the butt off of the floor. Let's go for 4 more. And down. Good. And 3. And down. And 2. Keep a little juice in the tank. Got a little bit more coming after this. And down. Last one, come up. And then lower down, but keep the legs lifted up. So the torso is down, but the legs are lifted. Good. Now magnetize your left knee open to the left as far as you can. You won't get much, but try and really open that knee out to the side with the power of your glute. And then you're going to slowly start to lower the whole complex of your legs down. And then bring them back up. And lower down. And back up. Now how low you go depends on you. Don't even worry about the floor. Just think about your abs. Think about your lower back positioning. Keep it feeling strong. Keep it feeling nice and tight. Okay, maybe about 5 more. Usually you'd go for an exhale as the legs lower and an inhale as they lift, but don't worry if that's confusing. Last 3. And 2. And last time, you can do it. And up. Well done. Right foot down, left foot down. Give your knees a little windscreen wipe from side to side. Great job. Awesome. Okay, we're going to literally repeat that on the other side now. Right foot hooks over left knee. Usually I like to just start by taking my hands behind the left thigh just to feel how the hips are doing, especially with the hamstring. This can be aggravating, but just listen. If it feels good, then explore taking the hands to the front of the knee. Exactly, yeah. Feet stay nice and active, and we're thinking about reaching our tailbone back into the ground. Your tailbone is quite a long bone. You usually just feel the top of the bone. See if you can think about getting the tip of the tailbone onto the floor. Okay, last big breath here. And then we're going to take our hands to the back of that left thigh again, just so that we can explore straightening out the left knee. And my left foot is still super active. Nice. So hold that there now with the power of the hip flexor. The glute of that right leg is working to open the right knee as far out to the side as you can. And take the hands up towards the sky. Okay, so first we use flexion with an exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale powers you up into your crunch. Nice. And then slowly take it down. Exhale to power you up into your crunch. Squeeze that right thigh in close and down. So you're really trying to compress yourself up towards your legs as you come forward and slowly control your way down as you lower. 4 to go. Nice. And down. And 3. So many things going on here. Probably going to feel a couple of strange things. 2. Strange and uncomfortable. Last one. Exhale, lift. Good. Now take your torso down, head down, hands reach up towards the sky. Inhale to prepare, and on your exhale, we're going to slowly start to lower the complex of the legs down. Find your challenge zone, feel a shake, 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 and then bring it up. And slowly lower. Very nice. And bring it up. You can do it. Come on in. I know this is torturous for the hip flexor as well as the abs too, but they need to work in tandem. It's hard to talk and do this. Last one. And up. And then take the left foot down, right foot down. Let those knees windscreen wipe from side to side. Super duper. Well done, guys. All right, okay, so we're going to change it up now. We're going to roll it up and we're going to come onto all fours. Okay, so we're going to kind of change the focus a bit more to the glutes now, but your core is fired up, so I want you to try and use it as much as possible. Okay, so we're going to come onto all fours, the hands underneath the shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Okay, pretty standard position, but do be as pedantic as possible about where the hands are in relation to the shoulders and the knees in relation to those hips. Nice. In terms of spine, just make sure that you're not rounded, you're not arched, you're just neutral. Okay, so take a few moments. You can even look at yourself in your reflection. Okay. We're going to take 1 minute, maybe even 30 seconds, just to breathe into the lower back first. So as you hold this position, I want you to breathe into your lower back. Sounds crazy, but it ain't. Good. So when you're breathing into the lower back, you might start to feel a few sensations, almost as if the breath might be flowing through you, the breath is going into your bum, all those kinds of strange things. That's great. All right. Last breath in, really big inhale. And on your exhale, draw the belly to spine, draw the rib cage up, and feel that core just switch on. Okay, so just that feeling of abs are nice and fired up. Okay. From here, I want you to see if you can reach your right arm forward without letting anything in the rest of your body shift. Good. Hold that. See if you can reach your opposite leg, left leg, back, without letting anything in the rest of your body shift. So can you still feel the pinky toe of your right foot on the mat? Yeah? Has your lower back arched? Lift the rib cage, push the floor away. Good. And then slowly take it down without letting the weight shift too much, okay? Take the weight down really gently. Good. Notice the weight distribution change. As soon as you extend that left arm, reach it forward. Reach the right leg back and lift. Can you find your core a little bit more here for me? So can you draw the ribs up, draw the lower belly in? And then slowly take that left hand, right leg down. One more like this on each side. Right arm reach, left leg long. Good. Find your core. Beautiful. Can you feel the pinky toe of that right foot on the mat? Yes. And then slowly take it down. Good. Opposite. So left arm, right leg. Can you still feel the pinky toe of your left foot on the mat? Now hold this hovering in the air, guys. We're going to just allow the hand and the knee to meet, keeping everything hovering. The hand and the knee should meet pretty much in line with your belly button, and then extend long on an exhale. And bring it in. Good. Reach it long. Good. Same side the whole time. Push the floor away a little bit more through that right shoulder if you can. Yes. And 2. And reach. Good. Last one. In. and reach. Good. Place it down, swap. Really, really nice and slow as you swap. Reach, as if someone was literally pulling you in 2 different directions. And then, good. So we think about our body almost like an elastic band. Reaching and stretching. Recoiling. Good. Feel the pinky toe of the right foot on the mat if you can. Going for 3, 2, and last one. Reach and take it down. Well done. Come off of the wrists for a second. All right, guys. So, how are we doing? Slow and torturous. You guys okay? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Because most times you just like power through this stuff and you don't get anything out of it. All right, we're back onto the wrists, and we're going to focus, like I promised, a little bit more on the glutes. So what I want you to just take a look at for a second is I'm going to lift my left leg up off of the mat. It's probably going to be easier for you to see if I do it at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to do abduction, the lift, like a little fire hydrant movement, and then I'm going to internally rotate. Okay, so I'm going to take my leg out to the side, and then I'm going to think knee in, ankle out, and I'm going to draw a super big circle. Bring it back to center, open straight out to the side, knee in, ankle out, big circle. When you're ready, come on in. I'm doing left leg. Watch the lower back here. It's going to be dying to help you, okay? Especially on the lift. Good. Just watch the lower back. Open to the side. Knee in, ankle out. Then try and draw a circle with your knee. Yeah, exactly. And down. Good. Abduct out to the side. Knee in, ankle out. That's internal rotation. And bring it in. Let's go for 4. Abduct. Internally rotate. Out to the side. Just watch that you're not letting the whole pelvis lean over to the right. Okay, so try and keep the hips, at least your 2 pelvic halves, pointing down towards the mat. So you guys keep going. If you're not sure what I mean my pelvis is still pointing that way. I'm not letting my pelvis open out. Okay? 2. And last time. Good. Now keep that left leg hovering, but bring the 2 legs parallel. Good. And pure abduction. Open to the side and down. Open to the side and down. Push the floor away through those arms. Push the floor away through that right knee, through that right shin, through the right foot. Push into the ground through the right foot. Good. Go for 4 more. You can do it. And for 3. Right glute is going to burn. 2. Last one, hold. I want you to see if you can extend your leg out to the side and then plant it down on the floor. As far out to the left as you can. Put it on the ground. Good. Good, good, good. All right, I'm going to angle myself this way just so you can see. All right. So from here, don't hate me. Push the floor away. Lengthen into your lower back. So lower back's going to want to do that. Okay? Lengthen. And I want you to see if you can get this leg in line with that leg. Okay? And then, yeah, lift. And down. I've been doing this a really long time. In the beginning, it's going to be like, how the hell does my leg lift? Push the floor away. Lift. And down. Good. Try not, I know it's so hard, but try not to shift the weight into that right side too much, okay? Use your lower abdominals and lift and down. Try for 4 and lift and down. Nice. Good job. 3. Lift down. 2. Lift down. I hope this isn't my strong side. Last time, lift and down. Hold the leg there and just pulse it back for me a couple times. So pull back and forth. It's going to stretch your inner thighs, but while we're here, we may as well. Last 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. And then we're going to go straight over to the other side. I'm just going to turn myself around. You guys don't necessarily have to. All right, so we're on all fours again here. Fire hydrant, knee in, ankle out. And then I'm going to still try and draw a circle with that knee, and then bring the 2 legs parallel. I'm going to open my leg out to the side like a puppy at a fire hydrant. Knee in, ankle out. My knee is still going to try and draw the peak of a circle up, around, and back, down, parallel. Good. Up, knee in, ankle out. Lift, 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 lift. Keep the knee at that 90-degree angle, and down. Yes, amazing. Just watch the lower back arching, okay? Think about a candle being beneath your lower abdominals, and you're keeping your tummy away from the heat of that candle. Nice. 2. And remember, on the last one, we don't put it down. We're going to keep it hovering. This stuff is amazing if you like to go hiking or running or anything like that. Super good for hip mobility. Okay, thighs parallel, pure abduction. Open the right knee out to the right and down. And lift. And down. So the wrists, I hear you on that. They're going to be really working hard. You can build up your wrist endurance over time, but take little breaks as needed. Otherwise, 5 more. And down. Try and keep that weight even in that left knee, so you're not rolling out to the left of the left knee as the leg opens up. 2. Here we go, guys. Last one. Lift and hold. Extend. And place it down. I know, that's torture. Well done. Okay, so your leg is out to the side. Try and get your 2 legs parallel, okay? So one isn't higher or lower than the other. All right. Get your hands feeling strongly positioned. Push the ground away. Push the ground away. Lift through the abdominals and see if you can lift that right leg up. And take it down slow. Use your exhale to power that lift. And down. Nice. Try for 5. Push the floor, lift the belly, exhale, lift. And down. And 4. And down. And 3. And down. And 2. And down. Last one, try lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down, and you're just going to rock your bum back and forth. Good. Try and keep the pinky toe edge of that right foot on the ground. Go for 4, 3, and 2. And last time. Amazing. Bring that right leg in. Open the knees wide, untucking the toes. Sit your butt back to those heels and take a shell stretch. So it's the same as child's pose in yoga. And you're just going to take 2 breaths for me all the way into that abdomen. 360-degree full. Feel your tummy expand. Feel your lower back expand. Feel your ribs expand. And exhale. Sigh it out. 2 more. Don't be afraid to make a sigh. Luckily you're at home. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Last time, inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. Walk the hands back towards your thighs. And my friends, we are done. So well done. Let me know how you guys got on today. A couple of strange movements, but I'll be curious to know how you felt.